AI and unemployment, a deadly combination and a nightmare for a lot of people, including me, and probably including you or not. Maybe you are one of the skeptical people who thinks AI is nothing but a scam, and when the AI bubble bursts, everything is going to be all right. I don't know. I don't know you. But let's talk about it. I think a lot of people, are under the misconception that this mass unemployment theory is something new. They think that this has only been talked about now because of LLMs, and that is that is far from true. I think these talks have been going for decades, decades now. I remember, me personally, I remember that when I first heard of it was in 2016, 17. I saw a YouTube video, very cool YouTube video, called The Last Job on Earth. And it was just this animation showing a future, I don't know, not far from now, where most jobs become obsolete, and a future where technology is all over the place. You know, you have like autonomous cars, you have robots that do health checks, and you have this incredibly advanced world in terms of technology. And you have this main character who goes to work, and then she sees that, she sees the message on the screen saying, yeah, we have a message for you. We have upgraded our workforce, and we no longer need you, and at the end of that small animation, they just say that, like, a lot of people, like, experts, believe that 50% of jobs could be in danger due to automation. They don't even talk about AI. They're just saying automation. And yeah, that was the first time I heard of it. And I remember thinking, damn, it's gonna be like 30 years, probably 50 years for this to happen. And 10 years later, we're here in 2026. And my fear is now that we are not far from that reality. And that's the topic for today. My theory is that AI doesn't need to be that advanced in order for it to cause mass unemployment. Like, we don't need AGI, far from it. The current system that we have now, the current like LLMs, the current algorithms that we have, automation, they are still underexplored. And if we stop now, if they didn't give us any other update, I think over the next few years we would have more advanced apps, or more advanced applications on the computer that were able to use LLMs far better than the current systems that we have right now. And they don't even need to be more advanced. They can stay as they are right now. But the current apps that we have that use them, I don't think they are using them that well. But either way, the point is, the current landscape of technology can already replace a lot of jobs. I'm gonna give you an example of a job that I used to have. That was a data entry job at an insurance company. And I remember when I was working there, I was feeling so useless because I was doing such mind-numbing activity. You know, I was just literally copying information that was sent in a form to our system. You know, this was all I was doing. And then I was also dragging emails to folders. I was sending emails. I was changing things in the system and sending emails about those updates. You know, it was such. I felt so useless because I was like, I'm not really doing anything here. And right now, in the insurance world, they are trying to actively automate or outsource a lot of these jobs. You know, I remember one of the senior members. He was like, "Oh, the activity that your team does, we want to automate it in the next 2 years." You know, the activity of copying and pasting the information that they send us in forms to our system. They want to automate that, um, and um, and you know, I think that is possible to automate. I think that in the next 2 to 3 years, they will probably automate all of those tasks that I used to have at my old job. And the thing is, this is not a rare job to have. Like a lot of people work in data entry jobs. Like a lot of people. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know there's like millions, upon millions of people that work in this kind of jobs. And if these jobs were to disappear, I can guarantee you that the job market would be in a crisis because the amount of people that would be out of job would be way too many people, just way too many people. And this alone would be able to cause a crisis that you could already talk about mass unemployment. And and yeah, like we don't need AGI to automate these tasks. We just need like Power Automate. Power Automate already like was automating a lot of the tasks that we were doing, by the way. And that was that is not AGI. That is just like you program the steps that you do with your keyboard, and ta-da, yeah. And then it does automatically. Like you just need a computer, and you just wait for it to do its thing. But it's something that in the like before Power Automate was a thing, that was done manually by humans. So I think the same is going to happen to the other jobs. You know, these administrative jobs, data entry jobs, jobs where you just need to check things or change a few things in the system. You need to check invoices, you need to send emails. I think these jobs are going to cease to exist. And it's not a bad thing. In theory, it's not a bad thing because when I think about these jobs, I think about them as technological limitations. And these jobs are only exist due to these technological limitations. No one would be doing data entry in their free time. You know, no one would be doing that. I don't think anyone actually likes to do those jobs. Of course, that given given the possibility to work in other jobs, a lot of people would still work on those jobs because you don't have to think a lot. Maybe you don't have that much responsibility, and you know you're just working. You don't have to be creative. You just have to like copy paste, send some emails with already existing templates. So you don't have to do a lot. And if you're there like for more than 2 years, you're gonna be really chill. But still, this is only because they need money to survive. Like, if universal basic income was a thing, I don't think anyone would be doing data entry jobs or admin jobs. And yeah, I think this is something that a lot of people don't think about. Like, there's a lot of people that right now work in jobs that only exist due to technological limitations. There's no human input that you have to put in this kind of jobs. So I think when people say that, oh, like, mass unemployment is not going to happen, they usually only think about the highest paying jobs, or the jobs that are quote unquote important. But no, like, a lot of people just work in data entry, admin, finance, another field that is potentially in danger due to AI. I know that a lot of jobs in the law field also involve reviewing of documentation and data entry as well. So there's a lot of jobs. Like, I should have, like, just gone to Google and checked the exact number, like how much are we talking about. But yeah, it's millions. I can guarantee you that it's millions upon millions. Sorry. um, so yeah, I think that mass unemployment is unavoidable, and when it comes, we're all going to feel it. We're all going to feel it, and I think that it's going to hit even the quote unquote important jobs. But I think the first ones are going to be these data entry repetitive tasks that are going to be in danger. We don't need AGI. We don't need very advanced AI. We just need, like, proper apps, proper programs that are capable of doing these tasks with not a lot of errors. Yeah, because, like, remember, humans already commit a lot of mistakes in doing these jobs. Like, I was there, and I was making mistakes. It's impossible to have 100% rate in these tasks. It's hard. Like, the attention span in 8 hours is not going to be able to remain at an excellent level. You're gonna commit some mistakes. That's why they want AI to automate these tasks and stop paying this. So if it's not AI, they're just going to outsource. But yeah, that's it for now. Tell me what you guys think about this topic, and see you in another video.